Here is your full, long, emotionally engaging story, written in plain paragraphs, smooth pacing, strong hook, and perfect for a 40-minute YouTube narration. No headings, no breaks, just a continuous cinematic story with emotional depth, challenges, and a powerful ending. Sir, please, my baby sister is freezing. The tiny voice trembled in the cold night, so soft that it almost disappeared under the wind. But the moment those words reached him, the powerful CEO, Leonard Hale, a man feared in boardrooms and impossible to approach on the streets, stopped walking as if someone had grabbed his heart with a trembling, desperate hand. Before the viewers even fully realize what's happening, imagine this scene. A billionaire who owns half the city turns around and finds the smallest, thinnest little boy he's ever seen holding a bundle of rags, and inside those rags, a baby barely breathing. If you're watching this, stay with us till the end. What happens next will melt even the coldest heart. And if the story touches you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, because these real-life inspired stories deserve to be heard. Leonard slowly crouched down, his $1,000 shoes sinking into dirty snow. "Where are your parents?" he asked, trying to steady his voice. The boy shook his head, hugging the baby tighter, though his little hands were purple with cold. "They left. They said they would come back, but it's been 2 days, and she won't stop shivering. Sir, please, she's so cold." No one begged him like that. Nobody ever asked him for anything without fear of rejection. And this tiny boy, with eyes full of tears and hope, had no idea who he was talking to. A moment later, without a second thought, Leonard took off his heavy coat, worth more than everything in that alley, and wrapped it around both children. He lifted the baby gently, shocked at how limp and cold she felt. Then he held out his other hand to the boy. "Come with me. Now." The boy hesitated only a second before gripping his hand tightly, fear and trust mixed in one fragile gesture. The CEO rushed them to his car. The driver stared, speechless, as his normally emotionless boss barked, "Turn the heater on full. Nearest hospital. Now." During the drive, the baby wheezed faintly, and the boy kept whispering, "Don't sleep, Maya, don't sleep." His tiny fingers stroked her cheek, trying to keep her awake. Leonard's chest tightened painfully. He had spent years locked behind walls of success, numbers, deals, and silence, but nothing in those years had prepared him for the sight of 2 abandoned siblings fighting for life with nothing but love and a thin blanket. At the hospital, doctors rushed to take the baby. Severe hypothermia, malnutrition. She needs immediate care. The boy, terrified, tried to follow them. Leonard caught him before he collapsed. "They'll take care of her," Leonard said softly. "You did well. You saved her." "No," the boy whispered, shaking violently. "I can't save her anymore. They said we're useless, they said nobody would want us." His voice broke. "Why did our parents leave?" Leonard didn't know how to answer. He had never believed in fate, but in this moment, holding this sobbing child, he felt something shifting inside him, something old and heavy waking up. He stayed with the boy, Evan, through the entire night. He bought him food he couldn't finish, warm clothes he didn't dare touch until Leonard insisted, and a soft blanket he hugged as if it was the first thing he ever owned. While Evan slept in the chair next to him, Leonard watched the baby through the glass window of the ICU. Doctors worked tirelessly. Machines beeped steadily. Her tiny chest rose and fell with difficulty, but it rose, and for now, that was hope. As dawn broke, the baby began responding to treatment. The doctor smiled. "She's strong. She'll make it." Leonard turned to Evan, lifting him gently. "She's going to be okay." Evan cried into his shoulder, this time from relief. Days passed. Leonard visited them every day, sometimes staying until morning. In those quiet nights, he learned everything. How the siblings had been abandoned in a run-down apartment, how their parents fell into addiction, how Evan had been feeding his sister with leftover bread from trash bins, how he kept whispering stories to her so she wouldn't feel alone. Every word stabbed Leonard deeper. He saw himself in Evan, in the loneliness, in the fear, in the desperate need for someone to choose you. One evening, after Maya finally opened her eyes and smiled, a tiny, weak smile, but full of life, Evan turned to Leonard. "Sir, why are you helping us? You don't even know us." Leonard knelt down, looking into those innocent eyes. "Because someone should have helped me when I was your age, and nobody did." Evan blinked. "So, you're helping us because you were alone too?"